You can Google anything to make yourself right.
Yeah. What is that called when like you always think that you're sick? It's like
Hypochondriac.
Yeah.
I know a few of them.
Falling asleep in the laundromat. Which blondes be at? There's another M line.
Yeah.
I didn't say it exactly.
We want you to freestyle. I know that. Did you want to ask us anything before? I don't know. We
always bombard you with questions. So if you wanted to ask us anything, you could.
Yeah, where do you guys want the last Stab podcast to be in a year, 5 years from now?
So I made IndyPendent47. I just graduated college, and it's like basically like an online media platform.
You got that now.
I got
you
the
got
LLC,
rights
bro.
to that now.
I got the rights. I just met a web designer. She's a master's. She's got her web design.
Super cool.
Super fucking cool. Meet up. I'd hang out with her type deal. We signed a contract. We're in the works now. This idea, but it came through and it came from this, bro. I would have never thought about this through the podcast. And we were kind of talking about it, like Indianapolis, and it's a play on the name. Like, we need something, and people just like us, with what we do, music, creation, self-expression, we need a platform, a website to be able to showcase these talents to the world, where it's not overran by big corporations. You got these people, who do pay huge amounts for advertisement and stuff. Like, that's not what I want. You know what I mean? I want something where it's just people.
We're
just
not a
like
campaigning
us.
business or whatever.
Exactly.
Independent. What is INDY pendant?
Exactly.
Right. So that's what he was saying with the name play there for us indie natives. But I think what we're trying to do with, he said, like, we've had like Garrett Crow and shit on and stuff. So it's like all these people, whether it's music, art, like actual paintings and drawings, whatever.
Photography.
Like anything, photography. We got Woody and Unexplainable, right?
Yep.
And, we're just trying to support like other good people, man. And that's really kind of what independent is. And it's going to end up, hopefully what we see being is we get in our own legitimate studio somewhere, hopefully indie based is with the hope, right? And something where we like people, you could come in and get studio time, like in a booth or like.
I'd like to facilitate running podcasts. I think that'd be I like doing this, and then I feel like I could
he could help
other people.
People run their podcast.
That's
what
what
I
I
like
to do, and I like to help incorporate that into that.
Like one of my favorite podcasts, I watch Pat McAfee
every day.
That's what him too.
And he's right here in Indy, which is great.
Yeah, I know. That's why I sent them the studio. I was like, man, look how badass this studio would be to have. Just have something like that to where everybody can come chill.
And think about someone who wants to be on a podcast. Think about someone who wants to find a photography. You got these Indeed sites, all this shit, but that's just so formal and like hierarchy, government.
I want to help these younger kids, this next generation coming up. That's what I want to do.
IndyPendent47 will be that hub, that ability to connect the people. Because I want it to where you can contact, say you have your site, you have your profile, and Mike in fucking Wisconsin needs like a cool ass playlist for his fucking rave he's gonna set up.
Right.
He contacts you through Independent, and you guys negotiate a little contract, or
it's like a LinkedIn kind of thing but for artists.
Yeah,
it's cool.
But for creators.
Yeah, just
you know what I mean?
like the real.
Not even just music. Say you wanted. I feel like it was you one
Ashton
time.
Wright, she who made my the picture Be Yourself mixtape 2. And
graphic design.
Yeah, she made that, and I was like, that looks like me. That's cool.
Where would you have found her if you didn't know her?
Yeah,
and you can't.
You're just trying to reach out to people.
Hard, especially a lot of artists like that. They make an Instagram
I've
for
had a couple of graphic designers.
They might only have
to us
300 followers.
Yeah, a couple hundred followers. And it's
but if you go to IndyPendent47, you look up photographers, in this area or just any. You know what I mean? You go through it. It's just something that I haven't really seen, and with all of us talking and the way that we do come up with ideas with Jared.
Every time we meet someone, it's almost like we get a new idea for things we can do. Dude, we had one of his buddies on. Bloomer, and you knew exactly where I was going. He creates and reproduces, I would say, insects and certain types of bugs and fungi environments and stuff.
Yeah, I
like
never would know
roly
anybody doing
polies
that.
and little isopods and stuff.
Exactly.
Gives them their own little like
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Well, he
And-
sells it to people that would use it for their, like, say, reptile or fish.
Yeah,
or,
like he
It's really
but
interesting.
for lots of money. We learned this guy like makes money selling bugs, like money.
little roly polies. He's making $100.
But like we met him, and it's like none of us were ever interested in bugs. None
At
of us
all.
are gonna start a business to help people with bugs or nothing. But the fact that we had him on to help spread his own word, and then like now we're even thinking about like we can potentially help him show his product on another episode one time.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
And
it's like
we were
wouldn't-
just talking earlier about we're so close to Chicago and how many Midwest rappers there are, and why is there not that camaraderie? Like we want to bring that to the table to
Very
where
true.
we can reach out and we can connect, like for that very reason.
for sure.
Yep.
It's awesome though.
Yeah.
That really is awesome.
I like coming in here and just talking, having good conversations, and having like building that camaraderie through conversations, being free, being not having to worry about what you talk about.
Yeah.
I like the idea of building other shows. Talk to Dylan about building an MMA show of him, just himself. Woody's going into sports casting.
Yeah.
He's going to
That'd be
start
badass.
college in
Shout out to
November.
Woody
You know
for
what?
Shout out
You
Woody.
know, now that I think about it, like literally, like what we're trying to do is we are trying to conquer the pursuit of an idea.
The pursuit of happiness.
That's what when I think about this, I feel like I've told you guys before. I think of it as like a fire, and every day I'm just going out to the woods and fucking trying to get wood to build that fire. And sometimes I got to go farther back. Sometimes it's there.
Yep.
Sometimes I got to go. I don't know. Does that make?
Yeah, that's
people,
a good
the
concept.
people we're helping are going to be.
And the fire is bigger, and
flame.
sometimes people come and help me throw wood on. I don't
Yeah.
know. And
yeah.
Some people are trying to throw some water on that motherfucker.
True. The more people throwing wood on
Sometimes
it, the bigger
it
it's gonna
rains.
get. I don't
Sometimes
know.
it rains.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You
Yeah,
gotta
and
start
that
that
just
fucking
happens.
fire
That's
again.
nature, right? That's,
So-
that's not.
Yeah.
So like what I was saying, like none of us were interested in bugs, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of other people that would never be interested in bugs, but maybe from the off chance of us showing him and his bugs and what he does and stuff, that other people will now be interested in it, or other people will see, well, hey, maybe I want to try to buy some of those, or like maybe my animals need them, or whatever that, you know. But it's
Have a guy
just
to
like
get bugs from.
Yeah.
we like
He's
extending
the guy.
our knowledge and our brain and opening doors, and we want that for everyone. Is kind of
Even
like,
the movie thing that in a couple weeks, like
Yeah.
like community stuff, I think is badass to be able to build. Like
That's
have,
cool
like,
that you
different
guys
events and
are
stuff.
do
renting
that.
the whole
movie theater.
Even Michael's brother Chuck was telling me earlier. I think this would be badass for us to all pitch in sometime and do like. He said he donates baseball and football cards to the children's hospital, and like I think that'd be badass for us to get together and like have like a drive or something like that for
That'd be
like
awesome,
Yeah.
bro.
drop off a fuck ton of cards. I don't know.
Yeah.
Imagine like the kids just going through. I don't know. I think
Toys
about
or
the kids just
something.
going
Yeah.
through cards. Then that takes a part of their day.
Definitely want
I don't
to,
know.
do some sort of
I think
volunteering.
I think that's cool. I was like, Chuck, next time you do that, I'll fucking match whatever card you got.
donate
yeah.
your Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Kids, I don't know. It's the simple shit that kids will like. I think. I
Yeah.
don't know. Make their day better. Shit
Like
like
shit that
like
our
making
generation probably got like over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're not really into Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, and we get rid of them.
I think like obviously we've all talked about building a community like through different avenues. Like I'd like to go to Clues. You got that on his hat. Sometime I like.
I'm big in the high school football. So my cousin, he'll be running back this year for Lebanon. He's only a
Nice.
sophomore.
There you go.
Freaking beast, dude.
You've told me about him before.
We could tailgate. That'd be cool.
Dude.
Tailgate is.
Oh yeah.
Why not?
Which I went to all the games
I haven't
last
been
year.
to a game in a long
be
time. We
cool.
should actually do this,
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought.
Dude, the last, yeah, exactly, dude. The last dab, fucking.
We all,
We could
I
review
guarantee,
the
have
games,
some
bro.
Lebanon
Yeah,
Tiger
yeah.
shirts.
Yeah.
Like,
I
we
got
can
all that
still
shit.
go back in there and wear some shit.
We'll have like it will be like Barnes and Jared at the pregame. They're over here grilling. We'll be in the parking lot and shit. And then like we move over, dude, and like it'd be you and Mike up there in the booth, like play-by-play and shit, fucking casting the showing.
We'll
talking about the
show
game.
some of his highlights on the podcast.
yeah.
So are you like coaching?
No.
No, he's just-
Just my cousin plays. And
That's awesome.
And
He's
he
a fucking beast,
I was gonna
dude.
say he happens to be good, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, fun. You can't beat a fun running back in high school, especially.
Fuck
Give
no.
that fucker the ball.
Yeah,
Like,
just
bro.
let him
So I
work.
think you had Jalen on. I'm pretty sure he was like gonna do some lessons from Jalen
Okay.
too.
He was a
He was a
beast in high
fucking, he was a
school.
beast.
Every time he got the ball, he'd be gone.
Yeah.
Is his last name Shockley too?
Yeah,
Is that the name
Brendan
you got it listed
Shockley.
for? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on, dude. That's awesome.
I don't know why. It just reminded me of Brendan Shear. You remember him back in the day?
Yeah.
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 Bryce's older brother.
Bryce's little brother. yeah.